So we also have another question which you can also check out together, which is we have 2 cos x plus 1 equal to 0. 2 cos x equal to 0. Okay, so in this case what we are going to do now, 2 cos x plus 1 equal to 0. So what we are going to do now, take this one to the other side. This will give us 2 cos x equal to minus 1. That means cos x, we divide both sides by 2, so we have minus 1 over 2. Now, what we are going to do now, we are not dealing with minus 1 over 2, we are dealing with taking this here. Let's take this negative sign, so we have minus cos x equal to 1 over 2. Now, we'll come to this place, A, C, T, S, and check. But before we check, let's ask ourselves a question. Ask ourselves a very simple question. In which special angle is cos x 1 over 2? Because you know that cos 30 is root 3 over 2 and cos 60 is 1 over 2. So that means what we have here now is going to be minus cos 60 equal to 1 over 2. But we are not working with cos 60. We are not working with cos 60. We have to find a place where cos is negative. We have to find a place where cos is what? Negative. So in that aspect, in this place we know that cos is positive. We know that cos is positive here. So we have theta 180 minus theta, and we have theta minus 180. So we can test with 2 aspects. We can test with the 2 of them. So we have 180 minus theta equal to 60 degrees. So therefore 180 minus 60 equal to theta, and theta equal to 120 degrees. That's point 1. So we can have that. Then theta minus 180 equal to 60 degrees, and therefore we have theta equal to 160 plus 180, and therefore theta equal to 240 degrees. So with your calculator, if you go and check, if you check cos 120 will give you minus 1 over 2, or cos 240 will give you minus 1 over 2 as well too. So any of them will work. Just take note. But as far as this is the third quadrant, this is the second quadrant, it is going to give us the result we want. So take note of this one. So we can have it in 120 or 240. And we also have another question which we are going to try out together again and then see what we can get out of that. So in a situation where you are given or you are told to find the value of sine 690, sine 690 minus 690, what's the value of this? Then also the question we are going to use to wrap up, we have sine, if sine alpha equal to a minus 1 over x, and cos alpha equal to 1 minus a over x, find tan alpha. So we are going to use this. We're going to use this to wrap up. So take notes of what we are doing now. The first part, sine 690. So we are going to the book of Acts. We'll go to the book of Acts, A, C, T, S. And in this aspect, we have sine minus 690. So what we are going to do first and foremost is you observe that this 690 is a bit higher than 360. So what we do, to first of all write sine minus 690 plus 360. After you subtract 360 to give you sine minus 330. Now we are going to bring out my negative sign out to have sine 330. Now what we are going to do now, we are going to use, because this is already in the 4th quadrant, so we are going to write minus sine 360 minus 330, and this will give us minus sine 30. And what is sine 30? Sine 30 is half, so we have minus half. That will be our final answer. So our answer will be minus half in this particular aspect. Then finally, in this question here, we have sine alpha equal to a minus 1 over x, cos alpha equal to 1 minus a over x. Then now we told us to find tan alpha. Now take note that tan alpha equal to sine alpha over cos alpha. What's sine alpha? A minus 1 over x over what's cos alpha? 1 minus a over x. So this will give you a minus 1 over x. You know when you are multiplying, turning division to multiplication, this will go up, x will be up, then 1 minus a will be down. So x here 1, x here 1. So what we have is a minus 1 over 1 minus a. Now in this aspect, they look similar, but what we need to do is to make them more similar. So we have a minus 1 over, bring minus 1 out, minus 1 into, now bring minus 1 from minus 1, what remains? Minus 1. Remove minus 1 from minus a. What we have here is plus a. So what we'll have here is going to give you a minus 1 over minus 1 into a minus 1. Bring minus 1, bring a forward, then take minus 1 backward. So what we have here is a minus 1, we cancel out a minus 1. Then what we have here is 1 over minus 1, which is minus 1. So in this aspect, if we have that tan alpha equal to minus 1, what will you do? Bring this minus sign here, minus tan alpha equal to 1. In what aspect will alpha be 1? 45. So that means we have minus tan 45 degrees equal to 1. But the next question is, where is tan negative? In this place tan is negative. In this place tan is positive. In this place tan is positive. But in this aspect and this aspect, tan is negative. So in this aspect, we have 180 minus theta, and here we have 360 minus theta. So what will you do to get this? You can either say 180 minus theta equal to 45. So that means 180 minus 45 equal to theta. Therefore, theta equal to 135 degrees. Or 360 minus theta equal to 45. Therefore, 360 minus 45 equal to theta. So theta will be 305. So theta can either be 305. So theta will be 305 or 135 degrees. So these are the two answers. See, theta will either be 305 or 135 degrees. Take a snapshot here, and by the grace of God, we have come to the end of trigonometry for SS1.